whining, echoings. A buzzing, leaving behind tiny traces of what we leaving behind, a buzzing, whining, echoing sort. Leaving behind tiny traces of what we leaving behind, things happen. Things are benign. A sort of chill runs through the river, a buzzing, whining, echoing sort of state, and, leaving the bank, the plastic rudder skids against the rocks, leaving behind tiny traces of what we might consider poor remnant for future liquid drinkers. A fearful leaving, a wiser stay, in all indecision as I may, Peter told Emma, face in front of hers, breathing, alive, active and heavy. She knew what couldn't be spoke of with the remnant of things, the small wisps and tumble-trod markings, a thing they both knew but kept from each other. What a state. With Peter leaving now, she would be left to nurture the remaining skids, and most of them were lacking attention and care for the most part. Each skid had assigned to it a member, and each member a small oath. Those oaths were various, small white pieces of paper that supposedly were supposed to be hung around each member's neck, but Emma had seen, casually discarded amongst the rocks, left on taps, laughed at near bonfires, and otherwise dismissed. Most of the time, the principal reason for outsiders to become members were the skids themselves. Shoe-like and inert now, they were stacked in neat rows, while most of the others were off sleeping, gathering food, or throwing pebbles at small problems. Peter's oath hung from his neck. Discard yourself fully now, he said, touching her left shoulder. God be with you, she returned, realizing nothing could change regardless. Surely. Peter's wiry black beard became of intense curiosity to Emma at that moment. Perhaps she had never noticed how once you look at a spot of it, it seems that it wasn't all quite there. Like wherever she searched with her eyes, the hairs were as bare as they could be in that particular spot. Peculiar, since at a glance it appeared quite full. She shook her head and gave her last piece of advice. Take the tar way along the knee side bank. Make sure you stay away from the needle. You know how it can turn. Not a single word was said more. Peter turned and robotically readied his skid, stretching the frame back and inserting himself in the gap between. He put his left foot outside of it, submerging it into the lake, and flicked it gladly about. He waved, and the skid breached the water and rapidly started gliding into the distance. She was on her own now, in spite of the rest of them.